today on 15 on 15.
This man claims his attacker was able to flee the island without serving his sentence. Plus, online weddings are now a thing. Find out how it works in today's lifestyle segment. Also, an ATV accident that took place in Aruba has become a warning for all tourists to take out travel insurance. Thanks for joining us. I'm Yentl Lieuw. A man who was attacked in 2013 who suffered severe head trauma claims the alleged attacker recently fled the island without having to serve out his sentence. Here's his story. This is the street where it all happened. A petty argument took place inside a shop located on one of the back streets in the heart of downtown Orangestad. Lorraine Gibson says he got into an argument with two women inside the store. At one point of the heated discussion, one of the females rushed up to strangle him. He claims his hands were full, so he had to kick her away instead of using his hands. Authorities were called to control the situation.
Okay, they call the police. They tell the police that I kick her. They didn't tell the police that she assaulted me. One of her friends do that. And the police came and said I must apologize to her. I said, but she assaulted me and, Anyway, it's like they didn't want to hear my story, so, okay, I apologized to her and even hug her just to forget about the whole thing. Anyway, the next day, I thought the whole thing was finished. The next day, her boyfriend came from behind me and attacked me with a hammer. Hit me over my head here, broke my jaw, hit me twice, broke my eye bone over here also. I was in coma for a couple of hours, and I was in the hospital for 8 days.
Peace was made, so Gibson thought. Gibson suffered severe head trauma from the attack from the day after. The alleged attacker, Dave Brown, was sentenced to 9 months in prison, but according to Lorraine, he has witnessed his attacker released on the streets.
So he was out all over. I passed him many times on the street, having fun, drinking, dancing, having fun, like nothing happened, So yesterday I heard someone told me that he fled the island. And last night again someone called me, told me he fled the island for true. So I can't imagine how this happened, because they're supposed to block him at the airport that he don't go through because he had a case here to deal with.
Gibson's sources are informing him that the attacker has actually left the island altogether. The victim is flabbergasted at this information and wants answers.
I'm really upset about that, and I really would need this man to come back, because there's a lot of things that just more than just serving a sentence. Because I'm still suffering from inside with pain that I'm still going through right now. My bone, I had a plastic inside here, a piece of iron over here. So, you have to face up to some penalty for this, what you have done to me.
Lorraine Gibson came forward for the interview because he wants justice. This is a developing story. 15 on 15 is working on attaining a confirmation on the status of the alleged attacker. In other local news, a young Aruban athlete is placing the island on the map in the world of bowling. Take a look at this. This is the young Aruban bowler in action. Taishana Soraus has earned the All-America honors from the National 10 Pins Coaches Association. Taishana is from Aruba. She has been recognized for being one of the best bowlers in the United States this season. She is representing Aruba tremendously by performing extremely well at all tournaments in the United States. I spoke with Taishana's coach, Kayla Bandy, and the award winner herself via Skype, which will air tomorrow night. Learn more about the bowler and her pride for the island tomorrow night starting at 7:15 p.m. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, I'll tell you how couples can invite as many friends and family as they want to attend their wedding without costing them a fortune. Then I'll give you a reason why you should not get divorced. And octopuses are getting smarter. How and why, you ask? Stay with us to find out. After the break, take a look at this picture-taking octopus. Thanks for staying tuned. You are watching 15 on 15. Let's get into your lifestyle segment. There's big business opportunities in weddings. That's probably why IKEA is the latest company to venture into this field. Furthermore, weddings are fun and a big deal, but the guest list, expenses, and all the planning can really distract a couple from seeing what the day is really about. So IKEA has come up with online weddings. Take a look. This is how IKEA's new digital service works. First, couples choose from a long list of destinations for their ceremony. They can have a beach setting, or if they'd prefer, on an authentic boat. Even a fairy tale forest is an option. Once all the quote-unquote planning is complete, they can then invite as many friends and family members to watch via a video chat system that runs through Facebook. Your guests' actual faces will be placed onto the bodies of avatars in suits and gowns, so no one even has to get dressed up here for the big day. The I-dos also take place virtually, and it is 100% legitimate as well legal, as long as there is an officiator and one witness in the same room. The website claims the best sort of love is easy and effortless, and promising one another eternal devotion at a wedding should be just as simple. So there you have it. Online weddings are legal and are now a thing. Speaking of getting married, the sad reality is a lot of couples end up getting divorced. I'm about to give you another reason to stay together. Apparently, divorcees have more heart attacks. This is according to a new U.S. study. An analysis involving 16,000 people showed women were worse affected and barely reduced the risk if they remarried. The study published argued that chronic stress linked to divorce had a long-term impact on the body. The British Heart Foundation did call for more research before divorce is classed as a major heart attack risk. We already know that the death of a close loved one can greatly increase the risk of a heart attack. Now, a team of researchers has shown similar effect after divorce. To put it in numbers, women who were divorced once were 24% more likely to have a heart attack in the study than women who were continuously married. The figure was 77% for those having multiple divorces. In men, there was a modest 10% extra risk for one divorce and 30% increase after multiple divorces. Experts say the risk is comparable to that of high blood pressure or if you have diabetes. Good to know. Moving on to a different topic, remember Octopus Paul from Germany who was able to correctly predict the outcome of World Cup games? Well, octopuses are apparently very smart because now they are showing us they can take pictures for us as well. Check this out. Meet Rambo. He isn't just any octopus, he is a picture-taking octopus. Yes, he is an octopus who has been trained to be capable of snapping photos of aquarium guests from inside its tank. This experiment was carried out at the Sea Life Aquarium in New Zealand. This group of children got to take home something very special with them that day, a photograph taken by an octopus from inside the tank. Rambo was able to learn how to take a photo in 3 easy tries. I've got to say that is promotion at its finest. The video was shot to feature Sony's new water-resistant camera. Let's take a very quick break. Here's what's coming up next for you. 2 tourists' injury on the island is garnering attention in the United States. Recently, Aruba made international headlines when a tourist was lost at sea during a kitesurfing lesson. Now, an ATV vehicle collision that took place on the island has been used as an example for all tourists to take out traveler's insurance. Take a look at this story covered by a CBS affiliate.
A Raleigh woman and her friend hope to return home tonight after a dream vacation turned into a nightmare.
An accident left them stranded in a hospital in Aruba. WRL's Ariel Clay joins us with a warning they have for all travelers. Ariel?
Well, Deborah and David, you know, so many people come here to the airport looking forward to a trip afar, somewhere where they can relax. But not all the time do people's plans go as they expected. And there is a way to prepare just in case that happens to you.
Kenya Dukes and Dina Kennedy spoke to WRAL from a bed in an Aruban hospital.
We thought we were coming just for 4 days to lay in the sun, and that's just not what happened.
While there to celebrate Kennedy's 35th birthday, the two went on an ATV tour. But in this video the women found online, you can see the frightening results of that excursion.
I was thrown off. I hit my hip on the ground and I rolled.
Kennedy's pelvis was broken, and then the medical bills started racking up.
What we didn't realize is that I can't get on a plane. I can't sit up.
Meaning she'd need an air ambulance. The cost, $34,000. Add $22,000 for the hospital bill, and the women found themselves coming up short.
Where here on the Aruba side, they won't accept the insurance.
It's not uncommon for travelers to find themselves in foreign lands with unexpected medical expenses, travel agent Nicole Bass says.
Your medical insurance normally does not cover you when you leave the country.
Bass recommends clients traveling internationally should always buy medical insurance. She says expect it to cost 10% of your total trip.
And if you're willing to pay what the package costs, really what's another 10%?
These two completely agree.
Always have travel insurance. Do not leave the country. Don't go to Canada. Don't go anywhere. Don't go to Virgin Islands. Nowhere without travel insurance.
And the two women definitely are trying to stay positive there. Bass says that some companies calculate medical travel insurance by using your age and also the cost of your trip. And in the last 15 to 20 minutes, I was able to speak to one of the women. They say it still looks like they will not be able to make it home tonight. They just still cannot get all of the funds that they need. Deborah and David?
At least they can laugh a little bit about it now.
Glad to see the tourists recovering. Hopefully they can generate enough funds to go home safely. That is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back here tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. right here on Channel 15 ATV. 15 on 15 has a great lineup of topics for the next show, so be sure to watch. We will see you then.